was serious but happy. He never left without saying I love you. He was simply the best man we